I'm Minnie Johnson. Today we're going to do just a little bit of instruction on how to do a chair yoga class at home. You can use a chair with arms on it if you have a little bit of stability issues and feel like you may fall. You'll want to use the chair. But today we're going to use one without the arms on it. So you'll want to sit nice and up tall in your seat. Try to bring your back off the back of the seat if that's available to you. And you'll want to have your feet nice and grounded into the floor. You can leave your socks and shoes on, but I prefer to take them off so I can really ground my feet into the floor. So we're going to start with a little breathing exercise. What I'd like you to do is just, if it's comfortable to you, you can close your eyes or just place your eyes to the ground before you. I'm going to close my eyes. And I want you just to take some breaths and bring your mindfulness aware of that breath. Just inhaling and exhaling. We'll do that about 10 times, just keeping your attention on that breath, trying to block out any noise in the room. Then I want you to try some 3-second breathing. That's where you inhale over 3 seconds slowly, hold that breath for 3 seconds, and then slowly exhale over 3 seconds. We'll do that for about 6 rotations. Inhaling, 2, 3, and hold, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3. Continue that about 5 more times at your own pace. Then just return to that normal breath, still being mindful of how it feels. Making sure that posture is up nice and tall, like you have a string, reaching your head towards the ceiling while your feet are grounded into the floor. No shoulders are dropped away from your ears. I want you to just take 3 nice, deep, cleansing breaths. Then we're just going to do some warm-up stretching. We're going to let our right ear fall to our right shoulder, just letting the weight of your head fall to that shoulder. Not leaning the body, but just letting the head fall and holding it as we go from side to side for about 3 to 4 seconds on each side. Back up to neutral, over to the left side. I'm going to repeat that 3 more times. Now we're just going to let our chin, while we keep that back straight, bring that chin down, trying to touch your collarbone if that's available to you. All these movements you want to do in a pain-free zone. While you rest here, you'll just take some regular breaths, allowing that chin to reach in a comfortable stretch, no pain. And then slowly just raise that chin up. If you have neck pain, you don't want to overextend here, but just kind of reach that chin up towards the ceiling. And then relax that head back to neutral. We're going to do a couple rotations to the left with the head and a couple to the right. And we'll start to the left first. Just let the left ear fall to the left shoulder and slowly letting the head fall back and rotate nice and slow all the way around. Remembering to keep that in a pain-free motion. Now if it's comfortable to you, you can open your eyes, and if your eyes were closed, just bring that gaze slowly up. And we're going to do some side leans, taking the right arm, reaching over to the left. Now here you can use that left hand to hold on to the chair and stretch. And we'll do this 3 times to each side. Back up nice and tall and bring the left hand over, really stretching and reaching towards the wall to the right. Feet still planted on the floor. 2 more times. Always remembering to breathe, don't hold your breath. And then we're going to do some nice twists. Again, each one of these, we'll do just 3 times to each side. So we'll take that left hand and reach around behind the chair and take that right hand and reach across the body, grab and hold of that chair. When you take a nice deep breath, raise that head up. And as you exhale, bring that gaze back over your left shoulder. Remembering to breathe, never hold that breath, nice, comfortable breath. And you'll hold for 3 seconds in each twist. And then relax back to neutral. We're going to do that right side, bringing the right hand behind the chair, bringing the left hand across, grabbing that chair, take a nice deep breath up. And as you exhale, bring that gaze back over the right shoulder. Continuing to breathe for 3 seconds, and we will do this 2 more times on each side. Now we're going to go ahead and do some hands straight out in front and reach them up nice and tall, like you have a ball in between those hands, and bring that gaze following the ball up. And just take a couple breaths here. And then bring those hands down and just lean forward. If you need a little extra room for your belly like me, you can widen those legs out and just let the hands drop. If it's too hard for you, you can take a pillow and put it in front of you and rest your hands there. And we're going to take another breath up like you have that ball in your hands. Take a nice deep breath up and take a few breaths here. Do this 2 more times. Exhale, coming down. Now we're just going to sit up nice and tall. Try to come to the edge of your seat. And we're going to do what's called cat-cow. Many times you may see people do this on the mat, but you can do it in your chair too. So in cat, you're going to curl everything in. You can even grab those knees and push that back towards the chair. And exhale, and then inhale. Bring everything back, shoulders back, head up, arch the back, pushing the belly forward. And then exhale, bring everything in. We're going to do that 4 times at your own pace. And back up to that neutral position. So next what we're going to do is work on stretching out those hips a little bit. If it's available to you, I'm going to have you take your right foot and cross it over that left knee, just kind of like you're comfortable sitting. If you don't feel much of a stretch here, you can use that right hand to just kind of weight down that right knee. And we're just going to take a few breaths here. Trying to sit up nice and tall. We will do each side 4 times. If you need a little bit more stretch, you can bring that chest forward while keeping those legs fixed. You'll feel more stretch out of that backside. And then we're going to swap over and do that left foot. Bringing the left foot up, crossing over the right knee. You can use that left hand to put a little bit of pressure on that left knee to really open up that hip space. And remember, if you'd like a little bit more stretch, just bring that chest forward. Keeping the back straight. You'll feel that extra stretch. Just continue that 4 times with each leg. So now we're going to try to stretch out those front of those thighs a little bit. You can hold on to the sides of your chair and let that left foot slide back behind your chair. This is why you want to kind of get off the couch and get a chair so you have a little bit of room. And just let the weight of that leg pull down. If you lean back a little bit, you'll get some extra stretch in that hip. Again, we're going to do each leg 4 times. And you'll want to let this hold for just a few seconds while you breathe. We'll bring that back up to neutral, and we're going to slide the right foot back, letting the knee drop towards the floor and leaning back a little bit and taking a few breaths. So we're just going to end in a couple nice deep cleansing breaths today for this chair yoga class. I want you to just open those hands up, take a nice deep breath, inhale, bring those hands together, exhale, bring those palms down to heart center, nice deep breath up, inhale, exhale, 1 more, and exhale, hands down to heart center. Thank you for joining us in this chair yoga session today. Namaste.